Cops' lives matter more. Most officers risk everything.
Police are called more than any other government agency when people need help.
Remember, the emphasis is on more.
We all need to be more respectful to the police. Showing respect gets more respect. Who does the president depend on more to keep his family safe? The police and law enforcement.
Remember, the emphasis is on more.
Who do you depend on more if your child is kidnapped? The police. Who do you depend on more if your house is getting broken into? The police. Who do we depend on more if there's a shooter at a school? The police. Who do you depend on more if you've just been robbed? The police. We need to look out for our policemen and women more.
Hi, my name is Bob Poole, and I want to tell you a little bit about how this all got started. My wife and sons watch news reports every night on television. We watch CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, Fox. We watch many of the TV news stations. And what we found out is that Fox News is the only one that really tells the truth. And that's how we got this idea. We were watching Greta Van Susteren, Sean Hannity, and an officer, Sheriff David Clarke, who appears on their station quite a bit from Milwaukee, all talking about this Black Lives Matter issue. And what we really come to find out after studying all the things that were going on during those Black Lives Matter issues is that hands up, don't shoot never really happened. And the only station that's telling the truth about it is Fox News. I got to take my hat off to Fox News because they are the station telling the truth. We've got policemen out here risking their lives every day. When they leave for work in the morning, they don't know if they're going to come back and see their families ever again. They really do put their lives on the line for us. We need to show some thanks and gratitude for all that they do for us. So we started Cops Lives Matter. As I said, we were watching the news and we were seeing that the other news stations were not telling the truth, and Fox was. One of the reports we saw was Judge Jean Pirro. She had a great thing on December 5th. You can look it back up, but it was one of the best programs we'd ever saw. And she, with her opening speech, she just laid everything out to where it should be. You need to look that up. And I'd mentioned Sheriff David Clarke of Milwaukee. Here's a guy he's a black man. Here's a guy who should be in the politics. He really does know what he's talking about, and he cares about the American people. And 99% of the cops in America care about the American people. There's always going to be a bad apple somewhere. If we have someone in one of our families who commits a serious crime, we don't go try to kill the whole family and say, wrap them in bacon and kill them like pigs or whatever their words were that they used, which was a disgrace actually to be able to be used, that kind of words against our police department in America. Our policemen are suffering every day. Families from policemen are suffering. When they've lost a loved one who's a police officer, they struggle throughout their lives. And that's one of the reasons we're doing this. We're going to offer different things for our people to be able to buy, like bumper stickers for their car to show police that we do support them. Let their families know we support them and care about them. We have water bottles that can be used with their bikes. We have caps that can be worn. Hats of all different colors, pink, blue, white, different color, pink and white, pink and blue. We have scarves that we can sell. And every time we sell an item, we give 50% of our profit to the police departments to help people who are in need. And we have, like I say, many, many different shirts and everything. You know, it's a wonder that the politicians don't get behind the police department. When they asked, Anderson Cooper asked Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, do Black Lives Matter or do all lives matter? They answered the question, all lives matter. I wonder what they would say. They didn't answer the question, all lives matter, excuse me. They didn't say all lives matter, they said Black Lives Matter. I wonder what they would say if they said, do Black lives matter, Muslims lives matter, Latino lives matter? What would be their answer to that? How would they answer that one? I know Donald Trump, and I'm not trying to be political, but Donald Trump does care about the policemen, and that we need to get behind him. And that with the police officers of 800,000 in this country and their families, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, nephews, There's about 10 million votes out there for the politician who gets behind these police officers and gets behind them now. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and please support your local police departments all over the country. Go to copslivesmattermore.com and visit our website and purchase even a bumper sticker, anything, just to show the police officers and their families and their children that we do care about them. Thank you very much for your time.